Tell us about some of the choices you've made for your child.
When we found out Peyton had a hearing loss, we made the choice to put her in hearing aids. After that point, about 6 months from the point that she got her hearing aids, her right ear suddenly went profound, and we had to make the choice whether or not to do a cochlear implant in that ear. And we decided to go ahead with that. That was a hard decision, but with both her parents being English speaking and not knowing sign, we felt like her best choice or best shot at having good language would be through spoken English because of her parents. And so we did decide to go ahead and do the cochlear implant, which turned out for her to be a great choice. She really took off with that orally after about 6 months of the implant. Another tough choice was with schooling. We decided to put her in a PPCD program at 3, which really at the time was a pretty easy choice. It seemed like the right thing to do, and it turned out to benefit her greatly. Some of the choices we faced in that PPCD program, though, were which track to put her in. We started her out in the total communication class where they speak and sign simultaneously, and she did great there. This was during the process of her getting the implant. Once she got the implant and really started to take off orally, we switched her over to the oral track there in the PPCD program at the school. Then the choice came when it was time for her to start kindergarten, whether to leave her there at that school or to mainstream her in our local school, where she would be the only one in her class most likely that had a hearing loss. And we did decide ultimately to mainstream her for kindergarten based on what her teachers were telling us and her auditory verbal therapist was telling us, and all the professionals that were involved seemed to think that for her it was the right choice. And so it was a hard choice, and we worried whether she would do all right, but she's completed her kindergarten year and she's done great. So that was a good choice.